Hello, my name is Joel, W0CAS. I'm net control station for the Blind Hams DMRnet, and I'm going to attempt to make a descriptive recording of my GD77S's functions, not the CPS software function, but just the radio. First of all, I want to describe the radio. Top of the radio to the right is an antenna. It's a dual band antenna because it's a 70 centimeter dual band radio. The next is a channel knob to the left, and the next beside it is a on-off volume switch. Excuse me. The next is a button, a rubber button between the antenna and the channel knob. Describe that uses later. On the left side of the radio is the push to talk. On the top, it's a long button. The button below that is a dual purpose button. It's for long pushes and short pushes, and I'll explain what it does later. And there's one more button below that, and it also has dual functions. I'm going to proceed with turning the radio on and let you hear the on power sounds.
Power on. 14.
Power on, channel 14. It just says 14. The channel knob will read you channel numbers as you change channels.
15. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. 12. 15. 14.
So as you move up, it reads the channels. The volume, it works like any other volume, up and down. The little rubber button on top between the antenna and the channel knob is the button that describes the channel. And I'll proceed to touch the button. I have it on channel 14, which is my Handy Hams talk group. This is what you'll hear.
Channel 14. Receive frequency 439.6. Transmit frequency 439.6. Lock 2. Caller 1. ID code 314787. Power low.
That's all it tells. And there's one thing that we have a little conflict that we've asked Radioddity to change. It tells our ID number, which is our DMR ID number, and we would like it to read the talk group number. Like on the Handy Hams talk group, it's 31990. Well, if it told us that, we would know what talk group we had programmed into that channel. Since it don't, it just tells us the DMR number, which is the number that I had acquired through DMR Mark, I believe it is. Okay, we'll go down on the left side of the buttons. Like I said, the top button is push to talk. The next button tells you what zone we are in on a short push, but Radioddity does not call it zones. It calls it
set on mode 1.
Mode 1. So that means I'm in zone 1. And in each zone there are 16 channels. The radio comes pre-programmed with 4 zones, 16 channels per zone. I think 2 of the zones are digital channels and 2 of them are analog channels. The next button down,
mode 4,
will take, with a single press, will go the opposite way. So when the button, the top button, will tell you mode 1. If you press the one below it, it backs up to mode 4.
Mode 3.
Press it again, it goes to mode 3.
Mode 2.
Press it again, it goes to mode 2.
Mode 1.
Press it back one more, it'll go to mode 1. You go up to the button above that, and it'll go the other way.
Mode 2. Mode 3. Mode 4. Mode 1.
Okay. Now you get to the long press and the short press. Top button, long press, will do
set off.
First thing you do, it'll set off, which means it'll turn off the mode, move up and down. Press it again.
Power high.
And you can change the power to high.
Power low.
Or power low by using a long press. We'll go down to the bottom button and do a long press.
Squelch on.
You change the squelch on
Squelch off.
or squelch off. A short press on the bottom button will start the scan mode.
Scan on.
It'll scan all the channels in the scan group that you have programmed to this scan group that you're in. Press it one more time.
Scan off.
You'll have scan off. Press the top button one more time.
Set on.
Slow, and it
Mode
turns
1.
the mode back on. So then your up and down button, your top and bottom button will move your mode up and down. If you want to get it off, you go to the bottom one and hold it,
Set off.
and then long hold, and that'll turn it off of mode functions. Then you can either change the power or change your squelch,
Scan on.
or turn your scan on
Scan
or
off.
scan off.
Set on.
The top
Mode
one will put
1.
it back into mode function. The right side of the radio has a little rubber flap covering up the programming or the microphone port if you want to put an external speaker mic on. It's basically a Kenwood setup or a Baofeng setup. It's got the 2.5 millimeter jack for the microphone and the that's backwards. 2.5 millimeter jack for the earphones or for the speaker, and a 3.5 millimeter jack for your microphone. And that is basically it for this radio. That's all it can do, and that's all you need it to do once it's programmed. Now, maybe one of the other members on the list will be able to help do an audio tutorial on setting up the CPS software.